In other big news, Syrian President Bashar Al-Assad was in China this week. First trip by a Syrian leader in decades. While in Beijing, Assad sat down with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The two leaders pledged a new beginning for their diplomatic ties. This is a partnership that benefits both. Here's a report on Doctor's quick trip and its impact on Syria and its neighbors.
Rising from isolation, Syrian President Bashar Al-Assad was on a state visit to China. His touchdown in Beijing was the first by a Syrian leader in 14 years. In China, the doctor, as Assad is fondly called, had a rare sit-down with President Xi Jinping. All smiles and shaking hands, the two leaders lauded a new era in Syria-China ties.
Over the past 67 years since the establishment of diplomatic ties, China-Syria relations have witnessed the test of vicissitudes of the international situation, and the friendship between the two countries has grown stronger than ever. Today, we will jointly announce the establishment of a China-Syria strategic partnership, which will mark an important milestone in the history of relations between the two countries.
I hereby would like to express my sincere gratitude to you and the Chinese government for everything you have done to support the Syrian people, to support the just cause of the Syrian people, and to assist the Syrian people in navigating through the difficult time.
Xi called on the West to end their quote-unquote illegal sanctions on Syria. He supported the reconstruction project in Syria, even offered Chinese help to do so. But those were just words. Chinese actions for the country have been dwindling lately. Since Syria joined the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative last year, no project has been announced for Damascus. Beijing itself is fighting its economic woes. Syria, unlike other West Asian nations, does not have much to offer. It's not oil-rich like Saudi Arabia or the UAE, but it does have something of geopolitical significance: the two ports, Tartus and Latakia. The ports are strategically located near other container terminals that are part of China's Belt and Road plans, like Piraeus in Greece, Haifa in Israel, and Tripoli in Lebanon. But one cannot forget Syria's internal security. Though Assad has most parts of the country under his control, some hiccups persist. And to speak of the elephant in the room, at times of increased hostility, China would not want to evade US sanctions and pour its money into Syria. Except for visits to Moscow, this trip constituted Assad's first travel outside the region since the Syrian crisis erupted in 2011. And while the diplomatic overtures might not get cashed in by Syria, the visit in itself was quite symbolic. For a largely isolated Syria, this was international outreach, and for China, it was a show of power as it deepens its hold in West Asia. China in recent times has been vocal for West Asian unity, while cautiously staying clear of the region's matters. It is presenting itself as an alternative to the US, and for countries like Syria, there's nothing to lose and everything to gain.